Hi,
my name is Lauren Moses, and this is our company, Abstraction. In this company, you will meet Delaney, Emma, Mia, and Josh. They all worked really hard on this stand, so thank you for stopping by and supporting us. Now for the reason you came here. Here are some tidbits and facts and details of our journey. If you'd like, please take a look at the front page of our portfolio. You'll see a key image of yours truly. The computer lab teacher, Mr. Wolf, took a picture of us and uploaded it onto the Colfax web. The students then took the pictures off the web and opened them up into Photoshop. They cut away the background and they made the background transparent so that when they put it onto portfolio, the background would just be normal background in the portfolio instead of the gray background of non-transparency. The final product is pretty much just a really good picture of you, so that way, really good picture of you. The calendar is this strange thing that you might see right underneath or next to the key image. It's just showing the Tech Essentials schedule between the two classes of Computer Lab and Creating the Sound Tube. We stayed in the Tech Essentials, we stayed in the Creating the Sound Tube portion of it for about 10 days, and then we switched back to the Computer Lab for 10 days, and then we just repeated it. Now, so a lot of Google apps ended up helping us along the way of making our portfolio, and so one of the most helpful Google apps was Google Drive. It saved our docs, it saved our images, our graphs, and all those other kinds of things, so that way, when we needed them, we could upload them onto our portfolio and show them off. And so, yeah. Although I personally believe that Docs was my favorite, but it's not most helpful. So then Google Drive also helped out with keeping things organized and keeping us on track of where we need to go, so that way we wouldn't lose sight of the objective. This portfolio will follow us through the next 4 years of high school because this portfolio, yeah. The next years after this one, or before or ahead of this one, we will have to add classes and courses, whatever the teacher assigns us, or if the teacher wishes, we will have to add assignments onto wherever we need them and whenever we need them. This is kind of cool because it's like a online scrapbook. So, yeah. Now enough of my talk. On to Emma. Take it away, Emma.
Well, the technological side is pretty cool. My favorite part was the fabrication. We started off with board drafting and CAD. These are very different from wood fabrication and those different kinds of fabrications. This showed us what we're going to be making and the steps of how we're going to be making it. With board drafting, we used a few simple tools and we learned how to draw different shapes. These are very precise and we had to make them near perfect. With CAD, it's a 3D program that helped us make the sound tube virtually. Once we finished that, we went straight to our wood fabrication. We started off with just a simple tube. We cut it and we cut it so it's 7 inches long. But with only 3 saws and 30 kids, this took quite a while. Once we finished that, we cut out the window where you see the faceplate, and we started on one of the hard parts. We started on the faceplate. This required a lot of very precise measurements. These measurements had to be almost perfect because the components that are coming through them couldn't be shifted that easily. Once we drilled the faceplates, we moved on to the electronic side. This was one of my favorite parts of the unit. It was a lot of fun learning what each little piece did and why it did that and how we were going to use it. We started just soldering and doing little things. A few of us didn't want to solder, so we had some people help us. But once we got the hold of it, we were able to do it ourselves. Soon we assembled all the electronics and body together, and we skinned or tubed and did plastic fabrication. On to the next speaker.
After we finished the awesome speaker, we switched right over to a new unit in technology.
In this unit, we focused on two questions: who am I and what do I want? In who am I, we took a accuracy quiz that will help us determine our two-letter personality type. With a really lengthy quiz. I determined I was an artisan, and I found out that the quiz was pretty accurate in that kind of way because the attributes of said personality fit me quite well. After we figured out our two-letter personality type, we worked on our four-letter personality type, which we took with another quiz, or we decided for ourselves what we figured was fit. The reason we did this was because it helped us know how we'd work and function in different work environments. It helped us with this team, and it will help us in the future most likely. And that was the who am I portion of the unit. Next, we focused on what do I want. We used a matchmaking quiz to figure out a career path that we might want to take, and it would give us 40 occupations that we might have in the future. And we didn't have to choose any of these. And then afterwards we took a skills quiz that will help us figure out which one would best suit us depending on what we are good at and what we are bad at. For example, using the matchmaking quiz, it gave me lots of more artsy occupations, and then using the skills, it helped me determine which one would best suit me, and I decided video game developer. And we learned things about using the website, we learned things about what our salary would be and how we would travel up in the career. And that was the end of what do I want. Moving on to Delaney.
When we took the matchmaker test that Mia mentioned earlier, we got a list of 45 different jobs that they thought worked well with our skills, interests, and personalities. While other people liked the job options that they were given, I disagreed, but I did know that I was interested in looking into becoming a social worker, so I chose that for my topic. Career cruising shows you real people who have the job that you're interested in, and it will also show you colleges that offer different degrees that help you get to where you want to go. For example, for me, Sac State offers a degree in social work, which I would be interested in getting because it would help me to become a therapist and a leader. Career cruising also tells you about the different colleges you like and more details about them. For example, Sac State would cost about $22,000 a year. I would be there for most likely 7 years to get a bachelor's and master's. And it's not too hard to get into Sac State. 75% of the freshman class got below average scores on the SAT and ACT. Career cruising also shows you different levels to various jobs and their individual pay. Social worker has 3 levels. You can start as an intern making about $40K a year, or work your way to the top making about $75K a year. Now that I've had all this information, I feel like I have a clearer picture of what my future could look like and what I need to work towards and what I need to expect for myself to get to that life. Thank you for listening. Here's Josh Evans.
All right. I am Joshua Evans, and my role in this presentation was to interview my teammates. So, some things I found out is that I think pretty much all of us agree that if we could restart this course, one thing that we would do differently is work at least a little bit harder and definitely manage our time better. Some skills that we learned in this course were fabrication, which is working with all different types of tools to make different products. And then on the other side of things, we also learned more about specifically Photoshop and Illustrator, and those both could help us in the future too. So one big thing that we used in this class is something called design thinking. Now, design thinking has 5 different steps. Define the problem or need, assess your resources, make a plan, execute the plan, and then assess the result. So, for defining a problem or need, you find something that you think you can fix. Then, assessing your resources is the next step. That is a very important step because you can very easily make a plan without assessing your resources. However, you'll probably realize that you don't have as much resources as you thought you did. So it's always very important to assess your resources before making a plan. So then you go on and you make the plan. And then after you make the plan, you execute the plan. And then the last step is to assess the result. And here you can see, did you do a satisfactory job? And the answer to that question can come from anybody, you or people who you made the plan for. And then one big challenge that all of us overcome in this course was that we didn't work so well together, but we all managed to come together and bring everything together in the end.